Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Spoonful podcast. I, as always, am one of your hosts, Mario Pacuadillo. Joining me today, blending in nicely with the background, Mr. Emmett Watkins Jr.
Howdy, howdy. What's up, everybody? If you're listening to this episode and watching it, um, you're gonna miss the visual gag of yes, I do blend in with the background, but also, people already have seen pictures of this by the time this episode goes out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spill the beans right now. I bought me and my girlfriend matching sweaters for us to go wear at PAX. I was planning on only matching one day, and then that sparked an idea in her head, and she bought a bunch of other sweaters.
Nice.
Now we're matching every day at PAX.
Nice.
Um, yeah, so that's nice. And what is this sweater, you might be asking? It's not just a simple orange sweater. It's actually the logo for a different show that I do. Welcome to the Thing podcast. They've had sweaters up on
Emmett
Bonfire
has
forever.
for those of you in the audience who wouldn't know, right? This is a little bit inside baseball. Emmett
Bingo.
has a clause in his contract when you sign him for a show that everything must be orange or otherwise he's not a part of it.
Low key, that's kind of what it feels like. Hey, for the Players Club, I got to make that logo, so I made sure to include orange in there. But for Welcome to the Thing, I didn't say anything. I said nothing about colors.
Your agent,
TL is the one who
did.
made
Your agent did. He sent a cease and
yeah,
desist.
my angel spoke to TL, and then TL made the shirts with this logo.
Yeah.
And it's funny because he just like made a different variation of this logo like maybe a week or two ago and put merch on it. I bought this shirt like 2-3 weeks ago.
Nice.
So, might be quote unquote outdated, but we'll look nice once we're matching and all the pictures are out. So yeah, I'm rocking it today. And also, you know what? I'll wait till we get the intro done. I got a small, not a game, but I want you to judge something for me
hit me
right
with it.
after
Hit me
we
with
get
it.
the rigmarole up.
Let's
Okay,
do it now.
well then-
Let's do it now. I've
All right,
decided,
well,
and this is one of
yes.
these. This here now, you guys are actually gonna have an inside baseball for the listeners at home.
Here we go.
This is a true behind the scenes moment. My cat tear up the background over here. Jeez, these cats are a mess. Anyway,
Who needs a pristine room? Who cares?
I've decided to just chill out on the intro a little bit and just make it more casual. That's just just because I
like it.
I like the flow of just starting the conversation the way it is and not stopping midway. So
Because I feel like most episodes, I kind of just like insert in a random anecdote, and it turns into like a 10-minute prelude anyway. So
right, exactly. So that's why I was like, who needs a? You guys know where to find us. You know the deal. It says it on the video. Anyway, continue. What am I? So you said I'm judging you. What am I judging?
Here's what you're judging. So I talk about my girlfriend a lot on this show. Sorry, that's gonna happen for a while.
It's okay.
But more sorry for the listeners, because I know you're okay with it.
They're happy for you.
Yes.
Too.
They better be, damn it. No, I'm kidding.
Except for Mossman. He texted me, told me that
Mossman's like, it could have been me. God bless him. So yeah, what I'm asking you to judge, it is her birthday this coming Saturday. I'll be spending the entire day with her pretty much, where by the time this episode comes out, her birthday will be like 2 weeks past. But yeah, we're getting pedicures in the morning. I'm taking her to her favorite sushi place after that, and I'm trying sushi for the first time with her, so hopefully that's not a disaster, because it'd suck if it'd be like, on your birthday, turns out I hate sushi. But we'll see. And then we're going to Red Lounge to hang out with some friends at the end of the night.
I love that.
But I bought her, thank you, bought her a bunch of gifts.
Okay.
So 2 things I'm judging. Number 1, you can tell me, this is like a secondary thing. If you want to tell me if the gifts are good or not, great. I feel like I know the answer. I'm pretty confident in what I've gotten. But number 2, what I really want, I got her multiple gifts. I want to give her a gift at each little thing we do. So pedicures, I'll give her a gift.
Okay.
Sushi, I'll give her a gift.
Okay.
Red Lounge, I give her everything else.
I understand.
So of these gifts I'm going to show you, tell me the 2 that I should give her early.
Okay.
So here's what we got.
Yes.
So I'm not going to open this up because it'd be a mess, but I got her this pretty large Animal Crossing blanket. Kept it in the bag,
Cute.
but yeah, she likes Animal Crossing. She played a lot of it during quarantine, and it's one of the things we kind of like linked up together with when we first met. God, 2 of these are still in bags because they just got here like yesterday.
It's all good.
But
we're all part of it here.
Indeed. I bought her 2 shirts. The first of one being she has a lot of these like cloudy, not quite tie-dye, but like those very light tie-dye-esque
Yeah.
pattern type shirts.
Yeah. I
Um,
like those.
so I exactly, yeah, she wears a lot of them for comfort around the house and sometimes out. So I bought her one with Animal Crossing on it as well.
Great.
Um, so that's one good one. I bought her another with a different it's a similar type of style, but it's purple. And instead of Animal Crossing, oh, this one's in the bag still. It has Kirby. It's
Nice.
Kirby on it. So Kirby's another one where when she had like a little medical mishap around the time we first started not dating, but just knowing who each other were, like being friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend Dobby, and her boyfriend Richard, all three of us really good friends. We all went out to Target to go get her something, and we had like a little goodie bag we were making. They got a bunch of like candles for her and like blankets and comfort things. I was like, I want her to have something to get her mind off of this. So I bought her Kirby and the Forgotten Land like right after it came out.
Dude, you're the most on-brand person I know.
I am. But I was trying to be thoughtful
No, I
because
love
the
it.
first time we had met,
It's very
yeah,
sweet, which is also on brand for you, right? Like that's also part of the brand. But it's the
fair
fact
enough.
it's the fact that it was Kirby, and I feel like if Kirby wasn't a thing, you would have considered Titanfall 2.
Titanfall 2 is not on Switch. That's the only console
That's
I knew
true.
she had at the
That's the
time.
only problem.
But Bayonetta is. So
Oh my god.
maybe that's
By
next.
the way, that new one, that weird spin-off one, getting great reviews. Apparently it's like awesome.
Yeah, it's making me concerned for a certain plan I'm gonna talk about in a second related to a different game because I wasn't planning on picking that Bayonetta title up until later, but
And great reviews, yeah.
might have to prioritize. We'll see. But yeah, so I only bought that Kirby game because we connected on Beautiful Joe. Like the first time we met, she knew what Beautiful Joe was, and it threw me off because I was like, no one knows what the fuck Beautiful Joe is.
Hmm.
So I connected that dot to the fact that Clover Studios developed that, and a lot of Clover Studios turned into Platinum Games later on, and a lot of Kirby and the Forgotten Land feels like a Platinum game, especially towards the back half. So I figured she'd like it, and of course she loves that game.
Great.
So yeah, Kirby shirt, and then the rest are three different games, all for Switch. She has a PS4 too, but the Switch is what she actually tells me she plays, so
Yeah.
I stick with that. She was over a couple days ago and she said, "Oh, I used to love Pikmin. I played Pikmin 1 and 2 on GameCube. Got her Pikmin 3 Deluxe. If the
Nice.
frame doesn't,
Yes,
there we
I
go.
see
The
it. You
lighting
see
gets it. Yeah, so I got her that. So she'll probably enjoy that. Now, she talked about when we first started dating, she was like, "Oh, my friends are really into Splatoon. I'd like to get into Splatoon." Got her Splatoon 3. So bingo bango. And I'm planning on using the little Nintendo voucher to get Splatoon 3 and Tears of the Kingdom for myself so I can play with her
Yeah.
with Splatoon. So bingo bango there. Now this one's a little bit of a reach, but she likes anime. She likes her Naruto. There's like 2 or 3 anime that she really likes that she tells me about. She watched the Nier anime with me for that one episode, and then we were like, we'll just play the game. It's one of those. But she's down for anime, and she also has taught a lot about, oh, I really want to get back into games. Like that's something that she's
Yeah.
been falling away from, and now she's seeing me. She's like, I'd like to play some more games.
Is it the game
So
I
I
think
got
you
her.
got her?
I didn't get her near
Okay.
Automata.
That's why I was shaking my head earlier, because I'm like, this
Mhm.
motherfucker really got her near.
I would, but that feels like I'm imposing that on her rather than something I think she would
Okay.
like. You know what I mean?
Okay.
This is purely something I got because I think she would like it. And if you want to talk about anime games that'll keep you playing for a very long time, this is like the one. Persona 5 Royal. I got her that one. I know there's a lot of people that are like, holy fuck, Persona. I've never even said the words Persona to her.
Let me tell you,
So we'll see.
Persona is one of those franchises that, oddly enough, even though I feel like it's almost more intimidating for people who actually play a lot of video games than for people who don't, because for you and for me, right? And I love Persona 4 Golden and Persona 5. I've played like 30 hours of it, and I'm gonna play Royal and actually beat it at one point because I love Persona 4 Golden. But it's an intimidating game, right? It's like, dude, you know that's like gonna be the next 140 hours.
But we know what we're getting into. They don't.
Yeah.
She doesn't.
And the reason why I know this, my ex-girlfriend actually, for some, I don't remember how. Oh, okay. I gave her. I borrowed her my Vita, right? Because she
Ah,
wasn't a person who played video games at all, and at some point she asked for the Vita, and I was like, yeah, sure. And I had Persona 4 Golden in there. She's like, oh, what is this game? I explained it to her. She became obsessed. She beat it, and then I bought
mm,
her Persona 5, and she beat that. And I'm like, all right, shit,
fuck.
all right,
Small world. I guess if you're really into those vibes, then you'll just keep going forever.
100%.
Um,
So that's a sneaky good one. I like that.
awesome. All right. In that case, I'm good. So all these gifts are good, it seems. So I'm happy about that.
Thumbs up.
Which one should I give to her early? Because I'm giving it to all of these will be going to her on the same day.
Yeah,
It's just the end of the night she'll get everything else, but I want to give one gift at each little event.
I
So I got to
think
figure out how to space it.
early. Remind me what the games are. It's Pikmin, Persona, and what's the second one?
Splatoon 3.
Splatoon 3. Okay, I'm gonna say do Pikmin.
Pikmin. Okay. All right then.
My thought
Um,
process on it is a video game's a good gift, obviously, right? Especially if she's been talking about wanting to get back into it. And it shows attentiveness, right? Which is always something that significant others very much so appreciate because it shows that you listen and you remember and you memorize and you make little notes in your mind. So that's my vote.
okay. What was the vote again? Sorry.
Pikmin.
Pikmin. Okay. I'll keep Pikmin as one of the early ones. The reason I did not hear is because there was some other sound playing on my system and I had no clue where it was coming from.
All good.
I was like, oh my
All
God.
good.
But yeah, we're good now. So yeah, Pikmin 3 will be one of the early ones. I will let her know that you influenced this, or she'll probably find out if she watches it.
I got you. All right.
Hi.
Cool. Cool. I'm glad I got
All
to be
right.
a part of that.
So one early one. We have a second early one. Is
Okay.
there a second pick you want?
Okay, second early one. I feel like it's a cop out to say another game, right? Because then
Yeah.
you don't want it.
Variety.
You don't
Spice of
want
life.
exactly. So now my question is, you know what? Kirby shirt. Kirby shirt.
Kirby shirt.
Kirby
Excellent.
shirt second. Only because you guys already have a Kirby thing going on, you know? So
Mm-hmm.
so Kirby. Kirby.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. Kirby shirt and Pikmin 3 it is. And then the rest of these will just be a surprise. Plus, I like that you kept the Animal Crossing things together. So that's
Yeah,
going to be a
I that's
win-win.
what I was thinking. Didn't want to split those up. I felt like as a bundle, they're better. They work better, you know?
Bingo, bango. And yeah, hopefully my hair will be done by then, which is why it's underneath this bonnet today. If you were questioning that, viewers. Yeah, I'm getting it done on Friday. So here I am
Nice.
today, waiting for it. It's all done out. But yeah, waiting for it. Very excited. Hallelujah.
Sick. I'm happy for that. Before we get into the main topic, I was just thinking about this because I was wondering, what games are you playing right now? Let's just do like a full blown
Ah,
old school video game podcast style. I'm just wondering
that
because I
is
haven't spoken to you about video games in a hot minute.
yeah, about like things we're actually playing. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, I was
Um,
just wondering.
well, I'll say this. I'm gonna look at my little Excel phase to check real quick.
I'll talk about
Played
what
a
I've
little
been
bit of
playing if you want while you're looking it up.
oh well, I got it up. It was
You
pretty
got.
quick.
Look at that. This guy's a pro.
Yeah. I already that's book smart, buddy. I always keep that shit up. But yeah, I've been playing a little bit of the Gunk is like the main game I've played recently. The Gunk came out about I want to say late 2021. Has voice work from who's the young lady from Rooster Teeth. I can't believe I've forgotten her name. Very gay, very funny. I forget her name though. I feel so bad. Oh my God, black woman. Oh my Lord, someone's gonna punch me in the
I
face over
know who
hearing
you're.
that because I won't
I'm
remember
in
the
the yeah.
name.
I'm in the same boat where I know who you're talking about, but
Uh,
I blank.
I want to just type in Rooster Teeth girl, but I know she's known for a lot more shit. She did a film. She speaks French. Oh my God, I'm afraid to type Rooster Teeth girls. All right, I'm gonna see if I find anything.
Let's see. Let's
Um,
see. Let's see where this Google ends up. Fiona.
yeah, I'm
Fiona.
Fiona Nova. Fiona
Fiona.
Nova. Yeah, she does the voice of the main
Yeah.
character name. So that's how I knew about it. And plus, developers of it also make the SteamWorld Dig games, and I love the SteamWorld Dig games. Finally picked it up. Really, I only picked it up because I've been playing a lot of Wulong Fallen Dynasty. Can't get past the first boss. Almost 3 hours in, still haven't gotten past the first boss.
Yeah, I've heard the
Um,
difficulty curve in that game isn't necessarily the best thing.
it's not a curve. It's just a cliff. It just oh, this is It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I can see how this could be pretty challenging. Then the boss is a hard line, but as soon as you jump over the top of that cliff, then the difficulty kind of like evens out a little bit lower. So,
Mm.
but yeah, it's awful. But if maybe I'll psych myself up to come back because the rest of the game does sound fun, and I am enjoying the combat, but it's just a hard brick wall there. But yeah, I jumped off of that once I got frustrated to play the gunk, and the gunk is very fun. And also for all the people who voted in that Twitter poll a couple weeks ago, where I was like, "Do y'all think I'm gonna beat a game before I go to PAX?" And most people said no. I think like 80% said no. So the gunk's 4 hours long, so I'm gonna fucking beat it and show
Nice.
all of them.
Honestly,
Um,
I knew of the gunk. I didn't even know that it was the same developers as SteamWorld Dig. So as we're talking, I'm adding it to my wish list on my Steam Deck.
Hey, there you go. Steam sale starts tomorrow, actually. So be on the lookout. It might get a discount.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, the gunk is very fun. 3D kind of platformer, kind of like a very I was gonna call it like kind of an Uncharted-y walk around, look at the pretty graphics, crouch through the tunnels and stuff in very zoomed in camera angles. But it kind of reminds me a lot of like Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, like a very highly polished version of a PS2 game, except instead of a bunch of weapons, you really just have one arm that just sucks up the gunk, and you don't have too much combat. There's really just in the hour I've played, you're sucking up little alien balls and throwing them at other alien balls to destroy them. And even the difficulty is very forgiving. Like the gunk will damage you a little bit, but if you just go into an area where the gunk doesn't exist, you regenerate your health. And then you got to go back in there, suck the gunk up, and then it blossoms into a sprawling place that regenerates your health again. Very relaxing, very enjoyable. I will play it to completion. It's giving me Omno vibes as well, which is a game I've talked about on a podcast. Don't know if I've talked about it on this podcast, but Omno was a very chill, like 2 hour game. I just beat it in just a week last year, and or I think maybe the year before. It was just very heartwarming, very fun, and it's on PlayStation Plus now. It's just a very chill game. So other than that, played about half an hour of Quake last night on Steam Deck just to see if it would run.
Nice.
I enjoy
Good pull.
Quake. Quake is a very good game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is a good
I've
game.
yeah, I think I might play more of it. I kind of want to, every now and then go back to the classics and see where all the games that I like came up from. And Quake and Doom are two that I've been trying to get through. So yeah, I picked back up Quake. Warzone 2 was always fun playing that with the boys. So shout out CL Miller over there. Yeah, I love that game. And that's pretty much everything I've been playing recently. The new Fortnite season I tried out, it's good, but it's Fortnite still. So not too much to talk about there. And yeah, that's the main stuff. I also did download Yakuza Zero. I promised
Oh
for the
yeah.
VGU Game of the Year
Yeah.
thing, I was gonna do Zero. I have it downloaded on Steam Deck. I will start it at some point, but I kind of when I gift her this copy of Persona, I was kind of gonna phrase it like, "Oh, I have it on Steam Deck, so we'll play it together." And if I'm already signed up for fucking Yakuza and I'm putting Persona on that plate, I might not live. I
Good
might not
luck.
live.
Sounds like a
Yeah,
sounds like a lot.
I might have to restart God of War by the time I get back around to it. Oh boy,
Dude, I
it's one of
forgot you
those
haven't
eras.
beaten Ragnarok yet.
Oh, it's a fucking problem. I haven't beaten Wanted Dead. I'm like an hour into Wanted Dead and haven't
Oh
beaten
my
that
god.
yet. But I'll try to make God of War the first thing I do when I come back from my trip. That's the hope and dream.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Pray
I
for
dig
me.
it. Yeah, that sounds like a lot. That sounds like a lot. I've let's see. I recently, actually the day of the finale, I beat The Last of Us Part 2 with Jimena because we've been
Ooh,
playing it.
nice.
Um the thing I'll say, I think I tweeted about it, but I it was the first time I beat it again since it came out. And
Hmm.
I love it even more now. Like legitimately, I remembered a lot of Ellie's journey very, very well, down to the details, right? Of like this happens and this happens and this happens. But once you cut to Abby, I I remembered vaguely like, oh yeah, you do this and then you go to the island at some point and then this happens and then they go to the boat and they have sex on the boat. I remembered
And then vomit cry.
yeah. And I'm like, and then the Rat King at some point. But actually playing through the story again, like, just gave me such a newfound, not even newfound, because I already loved. I mean, I have a goddamn tattoo of the game, so I obviously like it. But I like it even more now. That game's such a fucking masterpiece. It's incredible. Beat it the same day as the finale, so Jimena and I were sobbing, and then like 3 hours later, we had to watch the Last of Us finale. which was a terrible idea because our emotions were very raw still. So things were
Yeah.
happening, and he and I like, so great. I
Yeah.
love the show as
That's
well.
good.
I've been obsessed. It finally, this bug finally bit me, and I've been obsessed with Hades.
I've been seeing you tweets. I'm like, oh, this man's running it.
Obsessed. It's on my Steam Deck now. I don't let go of this thing because man, like I've in the last few days I've caught myself more than one time where I'm playing and it's a classic. Just one more round, or let me just do a couple more rooms, and I
Hmm.
catch myself either I'm in school, I'm in the library, and I said I was gonna play for 30 minutes, and an hour and a half went by, or I've just been losing time to this video game, man. But what a blast! What a fucking game!
I love to see it. I
I
love to fucking see it.
I promised at the end of last year that Hades was when it gonna because when they announced Hades 2, I made a promise to myself and to people on Twitter that I was gonna get through Hades, and fuck man. Hades 2 is suddenly way up on my list of games that I'm anticipating.
Hell yeah.
And
Can't wait.
then
Yeah, I need to get back to Hades.
dude,
I just
it's
need to
so
get
good.
back to it. Like every other game in the world.
That last boss, man, the last boss is it doesn't fuck around. It does not fuck
Hmm.
around. It's tough. I dig it. And the other game that I've been playing, just kind of taking my time with it, it hit at a perfect time for me where I've had it installed for a while and just started playing it finally. And it when you're in the mood for this game and it hits, it's incredible. That's Forza Horizon 5.
Yes, yes, yes.
Ah, what a
Great
blast
game.
to just sit down and just drive and fuck around. It's the best. So that's what I've been playing.
It's no Burnout Paradise, but it's pretty fucking good.
So good.
That's my biggest complaint with it, but hey, not much of a complaint. Just like, it's no prime rib, but it's good chicken.
But
I
it's
don't
good.
know.
You'll take the chicken.
Exactly.
Speaking of, I have no segue. You're going to PAX.
Oh boy. Yes, I am going to
That's
PAX.
cool.
I will say, we're just not doing the intro, or are you just waiting a long time?
I did the intro at the beginning. It's all good.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, fine. Yeah, that's cool. In that case, yeah, I am going to PAX. I'm very excited about it. Going to PAX and WrestleMania, like in the same trip. It's gonna be pretty
Nice,
fucking
dude.
crazy.
Nice.
Yeah, just wouldn't finalize everything at work to make sure I get the time off and all that, which is a little bit of a mess because when I started this whole vacation process, I was just a cog in a machine. Now I'm a fairly vital cog out of like maybe 4 or 5 available cogs. So now my absence is important. So getting that time off, I had to like get specific about it and like hammer it home a little bit more.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna be gone. Y'all need to make sure you have coverage. But I got it and I should be good to go. But yeah, on the 23rd, me and Gabby are flying out to PAX. Be there for we're flying on Thursday, so we're gonna be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then we have an extra day in Boston just to ourselves, just to explore the city, just to hang out a little bit so we can, I don't know. I feel like one thing I'm concerned about is that because she's never gone to PAX before. And both of us have never been to Boston. And I've never been to a PAX either. So it'll be our first time at PAX. And she's been to stuff like I think she's been to MomoCon once or twice before, which is a convention that happens in Atlanta. So she has a slight familiarity with conventions. But this is going to be I'm not sure what the vibe of PAX is going to be. That's the thing
Mm.
that I'm interested
Have
to
you ever
see.
been to a PAX before?
Never been to a
Me
PAX.
neither.
Yeah, so yeah, this is gonna be my first time. I'm hoping that the vibe is because I've been to MomoCon and I've been to RTX. Um, but I know RTX is a very specific, like we're all the same fandom con. And same thing for well, MomoCon's a little bit different where MomoCon started as a just anime and now it's just all nerd shit. Now there's
Right.
a lot of gaming stuff there too. So we'll see what it is compared to those, but I'm just hoping it's chill. And then another thing I'm concerned about, maybe not concerned about, but I don't want it to turn into the Emmett show where because we're going there, we're gonna see, folks like Mike Townrow, we're gonna see folks like, Gonna see Kyle over there as well. We're gonna see a lot of people. My friend Graydon from VG.TV that I write for and do all this content for. He lives down there. He goes there every year. So we'll probably see him during that weekend. Kyle Stevenson, we're gonna see there as well.
Give Kyle and Mike a big hug for me, please.
I intend to. I'm very
Thank you.
excited to. And
Thank
plus,
you.
it'll be right after their little 6-1 indie showcase. I'm very excited for them to kill that again.
They're the
Saw they just
best.
put out a trailer
They're the
teaser for it.
best.
Indeed they are. Indeed they are. So yeah, I'm gonna be going down there. I want to, touch base with all of them. And Jared Green from Welcome to the Thing, the
Shout out to
shirt that I'm
Jared.
wearing today. Yeah, so he's gonna be down there too. I want to touch bases with all these people. That's a lot of people to fit into what, 3-4 days. And I don't want it to be, I'm gonna catch up with my friend Gabby sitting in the corner.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I'm afraid of that happening. So we'll see how the vibe is. But she's very excited to, go do this new thing. She's very excited to see more of my life because up to now, she knows that I have friends. And she went to my birthday party where I had like people from other friend groups that she's never met before. So she knows I have another side. She's just not, she hasn't gone knee deep in it. She's dipped her toes in.
Got it.
So now there's a chance for her to see like,
water. I get it.
Exactly. She knows I do all this shit on the internet. This will be a chance to be like, oh, these are the people you've met through that shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be very fun.
Yeah, for me, it's funny because since I've dated Jimena, we started dating at the beginning of 2019, and I've told her all the stories from like Kind of Funny Live 3 and Kind of Funny Prom, and obviously, she follows some people in our circles and stuff, and she watches the show too, so she knows you. You guys have had a few conversations here and there, and
Hi.
yeah, exactly. Hi. But when Kind of Funny was gonna do the studio in-person event thing, I kept being like, see, this is gonna be the chance you're gonna see what I've been telling you, all these stories about prom. You're gonna see it. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna be over 21. No need to sneak into bars anymore. Allegedly.
Statute of limitations is what?
Yeah, fuck it. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
It's been years.
Probably over at this point.
Yeah.
Especially for a minor crime like that.
Exactly. And then, a whole global pandemic happened and
Yeah.
that kind of killed that plan. So yeah, I'm glad you're getting to do that with Gabby in short, because Jimena and I wanted to do it for whatever the Kind of Funny event was going to be, and one day we'll do it. But I haven't seen any of our internet friends since fucking since I think was it prom? No, the Kind of Funny Florida meetup that they did a while ago was after
at
prom.
Like DeVry University or something. It wasn't DeVry, but
Yeah,
it was
that.
university.
I forget the name of it. Full
The
Sail.
one that I
Full
think
Sail.
Full Sail. That's
Yeah.
it.
So that
Andy
we met
went
up
there.
at like a bar. I drove there. It was just Greg and Tim. It was fun. It was when they were doing the Kind of Funny world tour sort of thing.
Yeah, that's it. I remember that.
But since then, I haven't seen anybody from the community, which is nuts.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Oh, I just realized. I think Cam Hawkins is gonna be at PAX too. So shout out to Cam. Can't wait to touch base with him as well.
Man.
I intend to. I intend to. So yeah, I'm gonna hit up all these folks, and I'll hit them up in your honor. I'll be like, hey, oh, look at that. Wait, what's their name?
Riley.
This cat's Riley. Okay,
From The Last
I
of
was
Us.
like, that's precious. You know what? I was gonna say this earlier, but then we moved on. But you give me another opportunity. Those last 2 episodes of The Walking Dead, I came over on Sunday to watch them with Gabby, and she was too tired, so we didn't watch them. So I still haven't seen them yet.
The Last of Us, but yes, you'll catch up. You'll catch up.
Wait, I said The Walking Dead, didn't I?
You did. It's okay.
I've been doing that so much because it's the same vibe. Well, it's better, but like,
I'm glad you can acknowledge it's better. Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely better, but it's like I haven't had a show that I've been watching with people I love consistently since The Walking Dead, so I keep filling that gap.
Yeah.
Anywho, so yeah, it's gonna be a new experience. It'll be my first time going to something like this. The thing I'm concerned about, me and her have not looked at the schedule at all. I'm sure when she's coming over tonight after I'm done recording all my shows. And I think we'll watch I think we'll watch The Last of Us. But if we don't watch The Last of Us, then it'll be us going through the PAX schedule and being like, this panel looks cool, and then we'll make a little schedule there. But right now, we just need to plan out what we're doing each night after the convention, and then once we get to that last day where it's just us, that can be more freeform. But yeah, it's just the anxiety right now is planning the things. I
Yeah, of
paid for
course.
everything last month, so now it's just what are we doing?
Yeah. Are you guys
So
still doing the panel? I know you guys were in talks to do a panel at PAX. Did that fall through?
it kind of fell through. They didn't have a we applied for it, but then they don't tell you if you got it or not. They just announce all the panels, and if you're on the list, you're on the list.
That's great. That's nice.
Yeah. And plus you can't choose the day. So at the time, now currently, I probably could have gotten away with making it for that first day of PAX because I'm actually off on that Thursday. But originally I cut off that first day just so I would miss less days at work. But yeah, they could have given us, if we did get it, it would have been on any of the days of PAX. So it could have been Thursday morning and I would have been screwed.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is what it is there.
Hey,
But me and Jarrett will be there. So if you want to see 2/3 of the cast of Welcome to the Thing, hi, we'll be there. TL will be here too, but duty calls at work. But yeah, that's what's happening there. The plan is just to go to a bunch of friends panels to see what little interesting things are going on here and there. I saw a really good Animal Crossing panel, then I saw it was for Thursday, and I kicked the sand because I know she likes Animal Crossing. So
Right.
I'll scrub through it, see what else there is there. Maybe I'll see if it's like, because they'll have like panels. It's like, here's a bunch of girl streamers talking about being girl streamers. So I think she'll be into some stuff like that, some things that she can relate to a little more because
Right.
she plays games, but she's not in this life like I am.
Of course,
So,
yeah. She's not a psychopath like you or I.
yeah, she's not insane certifiably.
Right.
So,
Right.
But we'll dip into there. But
I'm
really,
excited.
I'm excited for the main hall.
Yeah, I'm excited, honestly, to hear the PAX stories and what you think of it, because I've never been to PAX. The only true convention I've been to has been E3, and it was the last like private
last
E3, like basically the last real E3, because after 2016, 2017 and onward is when they started doing the public, and that's kind of began the death of E3. So I always that's a fun trivia for me. I went to the last good one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, fucking timeout. Put a pin on it.
Timing out.
The PlayStation Showcase where they fucking announced God of War, and they all which showcase I'm talking about. It's like one of the greatest showcases ever.
Spider-Man reveal, all that.
Spider-Man reveal, God of War reveal, Hideo Kojima reveal, like the craziest thing at the theater.
Hideo exists, everybody.
He is here.
Reveal.
Dude, do you remember they busted that motherfucker out of the tallest staircase you've ever seen in your life?
And it did the Michael Jackson light up with every step fucking Billie Jean walk.
Dude, and everybody was losing their shit.
It was insane.
I had a media pass to be at the theater, and they didn't let me go in because I wasn't 21. I had a media pass. It was mine.
Did they serve alcohol?
I guess, but I'm like, just put a thing on me.
Put a wristband on me. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I'm fucking saying. Just be
like, you're prohibiting me from doing my job. Like, what the hell? Oh my god, I'm so sorry to hear that. That fucking sucks. Oh boy. That's worse than when I went to Vegas with my family when I was like 13 and couldn't do shit.
You, Emmett, you stay at the hotel.
Oh no, they brought me out. It's not like my parents were like, y'all stay here, we're gonna go do fun things. It was like, we'll go to M&M World.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
Which was fun. I'm not gonna act like that was a bad trip, but hey, we'll go back one day and we'll have a lot more things.
Exactly. But no, I'm excited to hear the PAX stories. I know people who have gone to PAX and who love PAX, right? But as somebody who's never been, I'm curious, and you also have never been. I'm curious to see what you think of it and kind of what the vibes are. And they did a PAX last year too, right? Because I know they had some troubles with COVID at some point, but I forget. It's all murky.
I don't remember. I think they did do one last year because at this point there's not a big pomp and circumstance about this PAX being like the first one back or something like that. So I'm pretty sure they did one last year. I'm not sure how it went last year. I know as far as for this year, I mean, they have like the mask requirements. I went ahead and I have my vaccination card, but I, like an idiot, left it in my car. So all of the little stickers they put on it faded out. So I had to get the records, and I got to go get a new card so I can bring that with me just in case, and write it all down. But yeah, they have a mask requirement. They don't say vaccination, or they don't say proof of vaccination, but at least masks are required. And so yeah, we're gonna be careful with it because I haven't gotten it yet. As far as I know, she hasn't gotten it yet. I've been very careful. So like this, I don't want this to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. But we'll see. Because especially after we go to PAX, we have that one day Monday after PAX in Boston. Then we're flying over to fucking LA. So I really don't want to be sick
That's
come
a flight.
WrestleMania. Yeah. Well, that's not like a horrible flight. We're gonna be leaving. I think we're leaving pretty early. I could pull up my itinerary on Momondo.com.
Nice. Yeah, because I know I'm planning a June trip to LA. At least from
Ooh.
here, it's like a 5.5-ish hours. I've done it before, but I forget. Something like
It's
that.
a decent flight.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
quite a
decent
bit.
enough flight.
Yeah, I'm checking it now. Well, time differences are different, so it might be actually longer than it says. Actually, duration 6 hours 35 minutes
There you
from
go.
Boston to LA.
There you go.
But we have to leave pretty early. The flight leaves at 7:40 in the morning.
Yeah, it's wild. It's when you're going, right, when you're in the East Coast and you're going to the West Coast, it's fun as hell because you've been on a plane for like you leave at 7 and you've been on a plane for like 6 hours and you arrive and it's like 10 and you're like, oh, you feel like a
Mhm.
time traveler. But when the
Yeah.
way back is brutal, dude. Because you
Oh
leave at
yeah.
10 in the morning and you make it home at like 9 p.m. and you're like, what the fuck happened? What happened
Yeah.
here?
Literally, I'm looking at the flight back from LA back to Atlanta where we live, and it's 1 p.m. we leave. We get back at 8:10.
It's brutal, dude. It's fucking
Gonna be
brutal.
dark. A fucking 4 hour flight, and it's gonna be pitch black.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Uh, it's gonna be rough, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. But yeah, that's what Boston's doing. We already have a couple things. She's looked at a couple TikToks and whatnot from Boston of stuff she wants to do on that final day, places to eat when we're not at the convention, all that
Yeah.
stuff. So looking forward to doing all that. My goal is to not eat for the duration of this trip. I don't want to eat at any chains. I don't basically if I can have it back home, I don't
I
want to eat
like
it on
that.
vacation.
I like that. That's a good way to do a
Mhm.
vacation.
Yeah, I feel like, have as many new experiences as you can while you're there. Of course, I need to save up so I can do all that, but we're doing that right now, so it should be fine. So yeah, we're doing that. That's all of Boston. We're staying at the waterfront, which I think Battery Wharf Hotel, Boston Waterfront. I chose that hotel specifically because I thought it was very, very close to the convention center. I was like, oh, we could just walk. We can walk everywhere. That way we don't have to pay for Ubers, blah, blah, blah. It's gonna be great. Um, it's like a 45-minute walk. So the Uber's like 5-10 minutes. It's not too bad. So we'll
Fine.
just do
Yeah.
that every day to the convention. And we'll get around that way. But yeah, that's what we're doing there. It should be fun. Staying at I actually don't know if this hotel is like incredible or not, but I know Gabby was like, we're not staying in a motel. So I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
We'll get it better.
It's not that
Cause
level of trip.
exactly. Like I'm the type of man who has slept on the floor in half
Yeah.
of the vacations he's had in his life. So like I don't have standards. Thank God she has some so we can meet in the middle.
For me, it's funny. The last when I both did Kind of Funny Live 3 and Kind of Funny Prom, um, I think it was for Kind of Funny Live 3. I think the last day. Oh no! Okay, no. Time out. I'm confused. I'm
Oop.
confusing stories. For Kind of Funny Prom, we were the prom vendors. We had our room. It was Chloe Naylor,
Yeah.
Jordan Town, Ben Bellevue, and I. We had our room. Right, we were fine.
Hell of a fucking comp. That's a podcast right there.
What a crew, man! What a crew. We were in brief talks to launch something at some point, but love them. Love all those people.
Oh yeah, they're all great folks.
Um, for Kind of Funny Live 3, I booked my hotels right with some people that honestly it's not that I like didn't get along with them. It's just like some random people that were part of the community. I'm
Mhm.
like, yeah, sure. Before I was less integrated in the community, I guess.
Yeah.
But I only had it for the day starting the day after we I landed. So I'm
Oh,
on my flight in San Francisco, like going to San Francisco, and I'm like, all right, I gotta find somewhere to sleep tonight.
fuck.
And I'm just reaching out to random people on Twitter, and then shout out to Gerardo Martinez. He was like, "Yeah, dude, you can room with me," and that's how it turns out he was rooming with Jordan Town, and also Teddy Chinares.
Oh
Two
wow.
great people, love them both. And
Indeed.
you know, Jordan and I had very few interactions, but if you remember, this is the details of the Kind of Funny community. Jordan was the very first Patreon guest they ever had on the Game Over Greggy show.
Mm,
So I knew who he was,
true.
and we formed a bond ever since. And the entire Kind of Funny Live 3 trip, I didn't sleep in my actual hotel room once because I was having so much fun with them that I slept on the floor every night.
So did you buy that room and not use it?
Well, there were other people using it.
Oh, okay. So other
Just
folks were in there. You just didn't jump in there with them.
I know I didn't because I'm like, I'm with them. We're cool.
Hey, as long as you're comfortable, as long as you didn't waste money. I was about to get mad at you for that,
Nah,
but
it's
nah, you're
okay.
fine.
I slept on the
How
floor.
dare you? Like I said, I've done it a million times. I'll just lay me out a blanket, put me one on top, and I'm good to go.
Hell yeah.
Um, so yeah, good shit, good shit.
So for
But yeah,
LA, you guys are doing WrestleMania. Are either of you big wrestling fans, or it's just one of those where it's like, may as well go? Fuck it.
let me tell you, we are so my friend Aubie and my friend Richard, I talked about them earlier in the show when we talked about going to Target to buy her stuff when she was in hospital. Um, it's that fucking sound again. What is that sound? Something's playing on my computer and I don't know what it is. None of my tabs are open.
He's
Anyway,
being haunted.
um, I am. Something's going on. Anywho, yeah, Richard is a massive wrestling fan. He loves that shit. He's all about it. I've never been into it. Aubie's never been into it. But Richard was like, hey, I really want to go to WrestleMania. Let's go this year. So we were talking about this last year, like fall time or something. So we've been planning it. Then Gabby got into the picture and I was like, oh, well, Gabby would be a great companion to go to PAX already. But PAX is literally the weekend before WrestleMania. So originally it was going to be have a long weekend at PAX, come back to work maybe 2 days, fly out for WrestleMania
Okay.
again. Instead, I said, fuck it. We're just going to combine the trips. And now we're leaving slightly later into PAX, staying the whole time, extra day in Boston, then the rest of the whole week for LA WrestleMania. So now we have a couple days in LA to just hang out. Um, and we're going to be taking advantage of that. There's a couple people I want to see. TL Foster is not going to be there, sadly. They welcome to the thing called Let's Go Watch the Show there. But CL Miller is a friend of mine who lives around the LA area. We're going to see if we can touch base with him. I know he doesn't, I think he lives in like San Diego, which is like a little bit of a drive. And he's talking about, I might do a house party. I don't know if I'm going to convince the other three to drive 2 hours for a house party. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, he might come down and, we'll hang out at some of the wrestling stuff. He's a massive wrestling fan too. So he's coming for WrestleMania already. So perhaps we'll get dinner or something after. I don't know. And so, yeah, that's what's going on there. And we have a bunch of stuff in LA planned because for LA, we actually have multiple days to just hang out. I'm planning on getting a tattoo.
Oh
My
yeah.
first tattoo.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think we
yeah.
talked about this on previous episode,
We
but
did.
I'm gonna get that Kendrick Lamar eye probably on one of these shoulders. I'm not sure which one yet. The one I don't favor as much probably. So yeah, I'm getting that. They want to go out to like a spa thing. There's like a chain of spas that only have like 5 locations. One's in LA and one's in Atlanta. So if they like the one in LA, they'll come back for Atlanta. So yeah, that's gonna happen. We want to hit the Santa Monica Pier. And honestly, my friend Aubie doesn't play video games all that much. Only plays Grand Theft Auto. Like
Great. Love that.
it's the weirdest thing. And like she played a lot of Kingdom Hearts growing up, but now she only cares about Grand Theft Auto. So she wants to go, I want to do the tour of all the stuff from GTA. So like there's like this light fixture museum thing that's in GTA that she wants to take pictures of. She wants to take pictures about a Hollywood sign, of course. Venice Beach, she wants to go there to take all those photos.
Of course.
She wants to go to all the landmarks basically.
Yeah.
The FBI built. No, I'm kidding. She's not going there.
She wants to rob that bank vault.
Yeah, exactly. The cult in the mountains where everyone's dicks is out. Like, yeah, we're gonna do all that.
There's that big UFO over that mountain that she wants to look at.
Exactly. Actual aliens, we'll take all those all those pictures. Walk of Fame as well. She wants to take pictures of, but we're gonna do all that touristy stuff as well. But right now, we have a bunch of stuff planned. It's going to be hard because we're going to fly in on Tuesday. Tuesday is pretty much we fly in, we get there like right around noon. Then we go to the grocery store because we got an Airbnb. So we're going to be trying to cook a meal or two, not eat out every single opportunity. So we're gonna buy groceries. We're gonna buy other things that would be nice to have if you're in a state in which it's legal. And then and then we're gonna go to the Airbnb and set up shop and then maybe go out later that night. But then all of Wednesday after that Tuesday, Super Mario World. We got tickets for it.
Oh,
Um
you fucker. Ah.
Yep, we got it.
Ah,
We
I'm
got it.
so jealous of you.
And I'll be completely honest, I didn't realize it was even opening around the time we were coming. I thought that was like way down the line, closer to summer.
Damn.
But it opened like I think like the week after it opened, Gabby saw all these pictures of everyone at Nintendo World and was like, "I'm gonna go." And I'm like, we're paying a lot of money for these WrestleMania tickets, and we're not even going to both days for WrestleMania. Both days for WrestleMania was pushing $1,000 each. Yes, that tells you everything you need to know. So we're only going to one day for WrestleMania. We're paying a lot of money for the Airbnbs, the flights, the PAX badges, all that stuff. So I was like, "Do you want to do Nintendo Land?" And she was adamant about it because she had went to LA last year for vacation. So she said, "I'm not coming back for a while. We got to get this done now." So we're checking it off. We're going there. So all these little Nintendo shirts are really going to come in handy when we get down there.
Yeah, they really are.
Exactly. So very excited for that. So that's all of Wednesday pretty much. We'll probably leave sometime late that afternoon. Then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, those are our days to just explore. So we'll do all the touristy things. We'll see all the sights, do all the things, eat a lot of food. There's a lot of restaurants they're already like, oh, we should go here. Places that she had on her itinerary last time that she didn't get to go to that we're going to go to now. All that stuff. And then Sunday is our WrestleMania day. And as far as we know, that's the day where all the main event stuff's happening, where the big matches are happening. So I'm hoping we'll see a lot. I don't know if this means anything, but WWE 2K23 this year is really all about John Cena. So I'm hoping that I see John Cena because that's like one of the only wrestling things. John Cena and The Rock, like that's it. That's all I got.
All right.
So.
Fair.
Yeah, maybe the only other ones I know are like Jade Cargill, and I know that's AEW, so she won't be there. But she might be at some of the events around WrestleMania, if not the WrestleMania proper. So we'll see. But yeah, that's what's happening. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and yeah, I'm just ready to go at this point. I'm just so like we're on the edge of just itching to get on with it, you know?
No, dude, totally. I'm excited for you. I didn't know you were gonna go to Super Nintendo World, and now I'm just like extremely jealous. I'm gonna be in LA in June. I'm gonna be with friend of the show, probably watching it or listening right now. King Franchise 88, Andrew Francis.
Hey, how'd he do?
We're gonna go Dodgers Yankees series. We're gonna go and have a blast over there. I wish I had the financial capabilities to be like, hey, let's also swing by fucking Super Nintendo World. But I'm excited for you, man. I'm excited for you. I've heard nothing but great things.
Yeah, let me tell you, it is absolutely. If we all had to put up that money immediately, it would have been a problem. But luckily, Gabby was able to secure it and get paid back later. That's kind of how we're paying for everything. Is one of us will claim all of the payment right now, and then the rest of us will pay back later. So we've done that. My friend Richard did that for the WrestleMania tickets. I've done that for some of the hotels and flights. She's done that for some of the other stuff too. So yeah, we're all bouncing around. So yeah, like honestly, I won't be done paying for this trip till September.
Yeah, no, fair, dude. Fair, dude.
Yeah, if I'm honest, like I'm not quite out of my means, but I am stretching it further than I have previously. And like I'm making decent money. Me and Gabby make about the same. So like it's not like we're going crazy, but it's still like for me personally, as someone who doesn't go out too much, and especially someone who doesn't leave, like go on trips like this too much, I'm just surprised as with how much I'm getting away with. And I'm just nervous about last time I did a big trip like this. It was kind of funny prom. And
oh man, that set me back.
Oh, well, it set me back. But the thing was, I didn't bring enough money the first time. I paid for everything. Luckily, I didn't have to pay for a place to stay because I had a friend who worked at PlayStation at the time. So I just stayed at his place. But the problem was spending money. I had brought about $500 or $600 of spending money. I did not have a credit card, and I had like maybe an extra 100 in savings, and that was it.
Ooh.
That was it. And I would have been good. The whole trip, I would have made it home scot-free. But because this motherfucker works at PlayStation, he's like, let me take it to the gift shop. So I bought a bunch of shit I didn't
Oh,
need.
yeah, that'll mess you up.
I bought a fucking copy of Detroit Become Human right like the day after it came out, just because it was $40 there. And I was like, oh, that's fucking
Oh
great.
shit, it's a sale.
Yeah. Still haven't played Detroit Become
Of
Human.
course. Nice.
Hate it. But this time, I have a lot more money because I have a better job. And I actually have savings and I have a credit card as well.
Good.
So
I'm happy for
I'll
you.
have some fail safes in place
That's
in case
great.
things go wrong.
That's great. Yeah, when I went to prom, I barely scraped by to like book everything I needed to book. I made it there with like $100 in my pocket, which if you've been to San Francisco, you know that
That
that's
ain't shit.
probably not
That's
enough
$20
for.
anywhere else.
That's not even a day. And I
Uh-huh.
had a credit card, and I'm like, all right, well, this credit card's gonna get maxed out by the end of this trip.
I'm totally right there with you. Like I got to pay off a little bit more because I've been using the credit card to pay for some of these things that I've been doing as well, and then paying it off once I do get the money the next week. But like that card's gonna be coming in handy probably by the end of the trip.
Of course.
I think Boston I'll be fine. It's once we get into LA, it's like fuck.
California prices will kick you in the ass, man.
God, I don't work at fucking YouTube. I work at a factory. Stop.
Stop, please. I'm not an influencer.
Yeah. Like it was so bad last time I went for Kind of Funny prom. I only had I think I had $50 on that last day of the prom trip,
Oh my
like the day
God.
after prom where they went to the park.
Yeah.
I had $50, which was just enough because we didn't take an Uber back home after prom because I didn't have the money to go back to his apartment, then back to the park, then to the airport. So I said, let's eliminate 2 of the Ubers. So let's stay in this area and just sleep in someone's hotel room who's closer to prom. We slept there. Then I put on the same clothes I put on before I went to prom and just walked around in those. We went to the park and it was like food trucks. I was like, all right, I got like $30 now. What can I get at these food trucks for like 10? 10 is all I can spend.
Oh,
I got 1 sandwich and a soda for $10.
nice.
No combo, nothing. Just
San
a sandwich and a
Francisco, baby.
soda. Yeah, it was rough. And then I was able to get that. Then I had just enough money. I had $2 left after I got the Uber to the airport.
God, dude.
And then when I was in the airport waiting for the flight, my parents said, "Hey, we'll pay for your Uber back home," because they weren't going to be there to pick me up. So I added like $50 extra to the Uber price so I could eat something when I landed.
Nice. Yeah.
I was fucking dying, dude. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole story of that. But that won't happen this time.
Good.
Because
happy for you.
my parents did agree to take me and Gabby to the airport, and then when we come back, Richard and Abby are driving, so they'll be able to just take us home when all 4 of us land on the same flight.
Right.
So
That saves on the trip for sure.
Indeed. So yeah, I'm very excited to do it all. Actually, where is it? Because Gabby is super organized about all these trips and whatnot. She made like an itinerary, a doc of stuff that she wants us all to do. I don't know if I'm not going to read this whole thing, but I'm trying to see if there's anything I forgot.
It's incredible. No, I shout out to the women in our lives, just making us more organized and better, man. Like y'all fucking incredible.
The saying goes, behind every strong black man is a strong woman. She's like next to me, but like just like an inch or 2 in front of me.
Yeah, it's like I was about to say, if anything, you're behind her, dog.
Yeah,
and same here, man.
That's absolutely the vibe most of the time.
Listen,
like,
she's like 4'9" or some shit, and I'm still behind him.
Yep, yeah, I'm crouching. I'm
behind.
Yeah, I'll. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna save that. I'll tell you that off air. Remind me to say that, but perhaps I won't blow up her entire spot on a podcast. But I'll say this on air. I'll save that for off air, but I'll tell you that later. But stuff that we're gonna be doing down there, they have like an arcade 2-bit circus arcade games that they want to hit up while they're there. It's like a hiking trail. Gabby's really into like being out. Well, not necessarily being outdoors, but she likes to exercise. She likes to do a lot of activities, and I like that too. I like that too, but it's not necessarily like I don't have a taste for it. I'm never like craving to do it, but when I'm doing it, I'm like, oh, this is fun. I love this. So there's a hiking trail that she wants to do down there. We'll see, because I could hike anywhere. So I don't know if we'll try to do that, but we'll see if we really want to do it. Urban Lights are one of the GTA things that she wants to do. Citizen Public Market, as far as food is concerned, she wants to go there. Randy's Donuts, because the iconic thing from like Iron Man 1.
Classic.
Well, Yeah. Little Tokyo, they want to hit up. There's a lot of stuff here. Blah 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 blah. Natural History Museum. I kind of want to go to one of these museums they have there because A, it's cheap, and B, I like museums.
Museums are the
Um,
best.
yeah, I one of my most cherished memories. We had a family vacation. They were trying to plan out somewhere to go for spring break, and I wouldn't shut up about the Smithsonian because they just put in the Art of Video Games exhibit. I
Yeah.
was like, can we go there? Can we go there? Can we go there? So they pretty much made our family vacation to go to DC for a second time, mind you. This is the second time we went, just so I could go to that Art of Video Games exhibit. And they just sat around. My cousin or my little sister did not give a shit at all. My little brother was a little bit into it, but I was fucking losing my mind. They had a Little Big Planet kiosk, and I wore my Little Big Planet shirt.
Oh,
Took
hell
a picture
yeah,
next to
dude.
it.
You're
Oh,
part
I
of
was
it.
so happy. Yeah, so yeah, that's one of the greatest fucking trips. And I love museums in general. I think Gabby will be down for that. We got to see if Avi ain't got the attention span for a museum. I love her, but she will walk in there and be like, the paintings don't do anything. All right, I'm gonna be in the car.
Jimenez is the same
So,
way, so I get it.
mhm. Exactly. So we'll see what we can get away with. But yeah, we're planning all this stuff on the fly. There's also a Wale show happening around WrestleMania. Wale,
Okay.
the rapper, and he usually has a lot of like special guests there. Jade Cargill went last year. West Side Gun goes almost every year, which is one of my favorite rappers right now. There's a lot of random people. There's like random wrestling podcast people that are there too. So we'll see. There's a lot of stuff up in the air. We'll see what's going to happen, what's not going to happen. But the things I've said are definitely some things that are going to happen. It's going to be a wonderful trip. And I hope I have good stories when I come back because that means the
Yeah,
trip
I'm
worked out.
excited. I'm excited to hear the stories about it. And before we wrap up, I believe, because I was listening to the Kind of Funny podcast the other day, a lot of the Kind of Funny crew is going to be at WrestleMania too.
You know what? I know some of them. I know, well, of course, Greg's going to be working it.
Right.
And then
But I
I
think Mike
heard
is going to be there.
Snowbike Mike. What I want to see, I haven't hit them up yet. I want to see if either Bless and or Roger and or Mike are going. Mike is going. I know that now. But I want to see if I can hit them up and maybe, go out for lunch or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I know Roger, and Blessing are pretty cool, but like something's happening with like Roger's girlfriend and my girlfriend are like in cahoots on Twitter or something.
I love
Like
that.
they're getting friendly very quickly. And I'm like, what's going on?
What's happening
And
here?
so exactly. So I want all them to meet because I think that'd be cute.
Yeah, that'd be
But
great.
I since I'm down there in the area, it'd be a good opportunity to just catch up with them because I literally haven't seen Bless since we exchanged maybe 5 words of Kind of Funny prom.
So funny.
And I regret that because it's like, damn, we should have chopped it up. We could chop it up now potentially. So
There you go.
I want to hit them up and see if they're doing anything because that'd be cool to do.
I'm excited
So, yeah.
for you. We'll follow up on next week's not next week, next episode of the Spoonful podcast, and
Yeah.
we'll hear all the stories, and I'm sure we'll have a lot of good stuff to talk about.
Yeah. Funny enough, I just realized the weekend I come back after the trip, that is the weekend the Mario movie comes out.
Oh fuck yeah! Can't
And
wait.
yeah, because I'm off that whole weekend, I'm already making that plan. Hey, we're all
Can't
getting together
wait.
for this shit.
Oh my
So
god, we're gonna.
yeah.
If it's anything like the trailers are, we're gonna be gushing about that movie on this show, man.
Oh yeah. Next episode after that, Mario, or it'll be the actual next episode after this if we end up
It
seeing
could be
before we
if it
record.
works out. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how that works out. But yeah, good times ahead, everybody. Good times ahead.
Good times ahead. I'm excited for you. Can't wait to hear more about it. You guys at home, let us know if you're going to go to PAX, if you've been to conventions. Just give us some of your favorite convention stories. We'll see you on the next episode. Take care.